on, guys? This is Berz. I'm going to talk to you today about the HPR 223, their 75 grain boat tail hollow point match ammunition. If you've been following me on Facebook and Instagram, you know that I go out and do a bunch of ammunition testing. I've tested a ton of different ammunition. I actually have an ammunition spreadsheet where I have all the information on the groupings and the average group size, worst group, best group, etc. And this is one of the more recent ones I've tested out. Now, in the last 2 weeks, you saw me do a review on their Black Ops line, HPR's Black Ops line. I wasn't overly impressed with the accuracy of it, but given that it is a powder-filled bullet, you got to kind of expect a little bit of loss in accuracy with the movement of the bullet through the air, with all that powder inside moving around. So I figured I'd go out and get one of these 75 grain match that they have, because it is labeled as match, and see how it performs against some of the competition out there. Some of the stuff I put it up against was Black Hills, Hornady, Cor Bon, Atlanta Arms, and Norma. And the surprise of all this testing was Ultramax so far, and we'll talk about that a little bit in the future. So let's first talk about how I actually test it, and we'll talk about the gun. So the gun that I use for this is an SPR that I built about a year ago. We're using an SWFA 3x9 Super Sniper Scope, 18-inch 1-in-8 twist barrel from Nordic Components, grip stop, obviously. I have a billet upper and lower, so good strength and rigidity there, with a 2A armament rail and a match bolt carrier group from Young Manufacturing. It's on a rifle length gas system and easily can go sub half minute of angle on using the proper ammunition, etc. I basically just rest it on a backpack and then go ahead and use a rear bag, and that's how I do my testing. So what you're looking for in a bullet is consistency. I don't actually have an example of this because I shot all of it, but it does use the same bullet as this Hornady match ammunition right here, 75 grain boat tail hollow point. So it looks very similar to this. And the reason I used this was because, again, like I said, I do have this Superformance match from Hornady, and it's pretty much the same stuff, 75 grain boat tail hollow point. So I figured it'd be a good, comparison, this HPR against the Hornady, because they're rather similar. The only difference really should be in how it's prepared, the casing, the amount of powder, and the consistency in putting the powder in, the primers used, etc. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the results. So here are some of the results that we have. This was relatively, the same all day long as far as, the groupings here. You can see I have a decent group here. This was actually one of the better groups that I've had with the HPR. The best group I've had with it is 8/10 of a MOA, or 8/10 of an inch. As you can see, really great consistency here, but then one here. Could that be a flyer? Yeah, it could be. Here you have just kind of, I call this scattered. It's really not a great group, and this also is not really a great group. Let's move on to the next one here, where we have decent groups throughout. This is a relatively good group. This was actually, I think, one of these was the best ones I've had, but this is kind of around where you'd see this ammunition. This is normal and about the average. The average for this ammunition is coming in at around 1.15 inches, or just a little bit over an MOA. So I haven't really on average been able to shoot sub MOA with this ammunition, and compared to some other stuff out there, like the Ultramax, which is a lot cheaper, on the same day, same gun, same setup, you can see that, definitely shooting a lot better with this ammunition. So you can take that against the Hornady, which I was telling you about earlier, which should be a very good match using the same bullet. And you can see that with the Hornady, definitely better groupings. You still have some, that are outliers like this one, but that they're all touching right here. That's an exceptional group. Relatively close here. Here's another one that's decent. And then move over here to the Hornady. Yeah, you have this outlier here, but here, and up here, these are touching. You can see that you're getting better groups with the Hornady than the HPR. So as far as the numbers go with this, what I've come up with and shot, I shot this whole box of 50, and my average, like I said, the average group size is 1.15 inches. The worst group I had with it is 1.75 inches, and the best group I had was 0.8 of an inch. So compared to some of the other ammunition that I have tested, Black Hills, the Ultramax, Hornady, Nosler, those are ones I've hit sub half minute of angle, or sub half inch on you know, best shot groups, whereas this one, the best shot group was, you know, almost 50% greater at 80 or 0.8 of an inch. I didn't have any problem shooting this as far as any duds or anything like that. Everything fired and cycled properly. They call it hyper clean, and it is made in the United States. I have seen a ton of YouTubers, I don't say a ton, but I have seen YouTubers use this in the past and really say that it's, you know, exceptional ammunition. And maybe they've gone about it differently in their ways as of recently, but I really haven't been super impressed with this ammunition. Like I said, coming in with an average over an 1 MOA for what's labeled as match ammunition is something I think they can definitely improve on. As far as the price of it goes, you know, you're looking at about 82 cents a round for this, which is relatively cheap, but I think you can find a better ammunition out there. Maybe like an Atlanta Arms, which is 92 cents a round, Asym, 96 cents a round, or even this Ultramax stuff, which I've been really impressed with. And this stuff's only 60 cents a round, and it's actually remanufactured, whereas I believe this is new. So you can see the Ultramax is exceptional. So those are some other ones I can recommend if you're looking for some match ammo. Maybe you've seen this on the shelves, or you've seen other people talk about it, and you know, you want to see a bunch of different comparisons. You can always check me out on Facebook and on Instagram, where I post about different ammunitions, and I always have this spreadsheet up to date, and I'll post it every once in a while out on my Facebook and such, so that people can see the differences between the ammo I'm testing. Now, as far as the actual direct comparison between these two, what I've seen is with the HPR, it's about 1/3 of an inch bigger on the group size. And as far as the best group, I've hit the best group with this is a 0.46 of an inch compared to 0.80 of an inch. And obviously the worst group is about a 1/2 inch bigger with the HPR. You know, I think there are definitely some better options out there. I don't think it's a horrible ammunition, but I think if you're dead set on that 75 grain boat tail hollow point ammunition, I would point you in the direction of a Hornady instead, with using their Superformance Match, as it's been relatively consistent for me. If you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. If you guys have used this HPR match ammunition, the 75 grain, go ahead and put your comments down below on how it's worked for you, or better yet, make a video about it. And until next time, later. Hold that one.